In this video, we are going to learn how to use rubrics in Blackboard to collect the data that we used to collect for CAP in Chalk and Wire. Your coordinator will send you an email that has a rubric attached. So I'm going to go to my email and you see the attached rubric. This is a zip file from Blackboard and it's not going to open well in email. So you want to right click on it and choose Save As. Save it someplace where you can find it again because you'll need to upload it into Blackboard. And I click Save. Now I want to go to Blackboard and pick the course that I'm going to work on. When my course opens, I'm going to go to Course Tools and I'm going to scroll down until I find Rubrics. Once I find rubrics, I would like to import the rubric that my coordinator sent to me. And I'm going to browse my computer to find it. And I see the rubric file right here. So I click on it and choose to open it. In Blackboard, I choose to submit. Then I choose OK. And you'll see that the rubric has loaded in Blackboard. If I hover over it, I can use this drop down to edit it. You should not need to edit it, but you can double check that it is the rubric you were expecting. So I will cancel. Now it's time for me to attach this rubric to the assignment. I will show you two different ways that you can do this. The first way is to create an assignment. So in your learning materials, under Assessments, choose an assignment. Type a name, give them some instructions. You can set due dates, etc. But here under Grading, what you want to do is add the rubric. And then you'll select the rubric, and this is the one that we just uploaded. It gives me a dialog box and it asks me if I want to use the points in the rubric, and I'm going to choose OK. Now it gives me options. The preset option is that it will not show this rubric to students. For math, we would use this option because the rubric for CAP is separate from their grade. You can make a decision on this option based on your coursework. So you can show them the rubric with the scores, without the scores, or after grading. You choose Submit. So here you see the assignment. And when you go to your grade book, you see a column. The other option that you're going to have is if your students are completing the item in paper and pencil and handing it in to you physically instead of electronically, when you'd use a rubric, you would start in the grade center. So you create a column, and when you go, you want to again add a rubric. Pick the rubric, and it asks if you want to use those points, and I will say yes. And again, I'm not going to show my rubric to my students, but you need to pick the appropriate option there. And then down here, if this column is not going to be part of the student's grade in any way, you've graded this separately, you want to click No on all of these, and then the students won't even see the column at all. So I will hit Submit, and in my grade book you see this red slash, so my students are not going to see this column at all. So that's how you use a rubric, and then I'll make a separate video on how to grade with the rubric.